Hey, yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, they think I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and...
Welcome to the Bugger Discussions podcast. Hey, it's a special jump ball edition. We got a legendary guest in the building, man. Mr. Larry White.
What's the word? Appreciate that, my guy.
Hey, man. Larry White, he's a guard forward. I don't know which one he classifies as. He's just a ball player, man. But he's playing D2 ball at Oklahoma Northwestern, and he's from Topeka, Kansas. He's one of the best all-around players that I've personally seen to ever come out of the city of Topeka. And he's what we consider a hood hero because of the show he put on Friday nights, man, playing basketball at Topeka High, playing basketball at Highland Park High School. He's a hood hero, man.
Appreciate that, my guy.
Yeah, bro. Hey, he's best known for everything. Like I said, all-around player, bro. He can score. He can shoot, obviously. He plays defense. His dunks, I think his best attribute is just energy that he brings to the court, man.
Nah,
hey, bro, the energy's crazy, man.
Appreciate that.
Like
I had somebody tell me that yesterday.
Seem like you never get tired, bro.
It'd be like that. I don't know what it is. I think it's just in me, man. I don't know.
All right, man. First question, let's get straight to it, man. When did you first start hooping, and when did you realize you were good?
When did I first start? Honestly, I started when I was young. My mom put me in upward, and so that's really where I started at. And I wasn't the best, but like she just seen something in me. And when I knew I was good, I'd probably have to say probably like fourth grade. Once I got in the fourth grade, I was just started finally actually traveling, not fully traveling, but just going to AAU tournaments and just seeing how everything was working out. All the coaches and stuff, they used to just talk to me. You should just always hype me up, tell me that I could be good someday. So once that happened, then I think that's when I really started feeling like I was good, because around like fourth, fifth grade, I got put in the Nationals book, like best players in the nation type book, like all across the world. And there's just like thousands of people on there. And like when I first got that, that's when it was just like, that's what was like the eye opening, just showing that I could actually be out there with other known players. And that's when I really just like, okay, I could actually be decent at this. So I say probably fourth grade.
Yeah, but that's super early, bro. So you kind of already had an idea. But I got a quick story, man. So my pops was watching you, and when you was in middle school at Eisenhower, bro, because I went to Eisenhower. And when you slid to Eisenhower in 8th grade, bro, we was shocked. Like, damn, he really coming to Eisenhower? Because you was at Robinson.
Yeah.
You slid to Eisenhower, bro. So he's like, damn. So he's watching. I think it was y'all first game. So you was playing against Jordan, bro. I don't know what you was on, bro, but at 28 in the first half, I was like, damn. My dad was watching you. My uncle was watching you too. Like, it's good for real. So that's a quick story. And then another one, bro, he was watching you playing the championship in 8th grade. And my dad was like, hey, that dude right there, he gonna be good. He gonna be good when he get to high school. And he said, I think he can play on the next level. So I'm like, all right. So he kept watching. And then, hey, every time he see you now, he like, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? I'm like, hey, you wasn't lying, man.
What's crazy is about that Jordan story that you was talking about. I really honestly wasn't even on that. That was the year when we all transferred. When I transferred, and so like there was a whole bunch of suspensions and stuff going on that year. So like all my teammates that I played with, Jerry, Will, who else was on that? Tyree, all them, they couldn't play. We all couldn't play at the same time because we all played AAU, and they say you only play AAU with like 2 players on your same team. Yeah. So that game, I don't know what happened, but like usually Coach H does like a little shooting drill. If you don't make the shooting drill, you can't shoot no threes. So like I didn't make it. And so like the next game we playing Jordan, he like, you can't shoot no threes. What? Shot the first one because it was open and then it went in. He told me not to shoot it again. I still got to find the video. He told me not to shoot again. And as soon as I shot it again, that's when I knew it was green. That's when everything took off from there. That's crazy because somebody just asked me about that story the other day.
Hey, bro, I don't think you missed a shot, bro. I was like, damn, bro.
I wish I could find that film. I was going to say, my dad used to
you still got the video?
Games. I got to find some of them clips. My dad used to record all the little films, and I used to just go back and watch them. But nah, them was definitely fun times for sure.
Yeah, bro. Especially that whole team, bro. Eisenhower just they was just super crazy, man. It was just the talent that they had.
Nah, it was different.
All right, bro. On Fresh Squeeze podcast, bro, you talked about how you received backlash from transferring. Once you got to high school, You were doing your thing at HP, then you transferred to Topeka High School, bro. You talked about the backlash on a Fresh Squeeze pod.
Yeah.
When did you realize that you had like a spotlight on you and it wasn't just I'm just out here a kid playing basketball?
Honestly, from the jump when I transferred, because like my mom didn't even really know about me transferring. So like I was really just trying to do something that was better for me, but my mom wasn't having it. So like once she finally like accepted it and it was like real, it was just like, I don't know, I just had to pop out when everybody first seen me, they just like, nah, okay, because like even when I first like finally got accepted to transfer and I had to call Denny and call Coach Rob and tell them, I called Coach Rob and he like, you gotta call Coach Denny. Coach Denny think this a prank. And like when my first time calling Coach Denny, he like, this ain't no joke. Nah. And once I told him that, that's when I was just like, okay, I might be winning somewhere, or I can actually turn something up if people really like appreciative of me slide somewhere. And but like it was a lot of backlash really, because like a lot of people just thought I gave up on just my homies. Like even though everybody that I was playing with, it was my day one homies, they thought that I was just abandoning them and all, but it was way more than that. And I don't know. I received so much backlash. I don't even know where it started. I say it started the day people officially see me transfer. I can say the first day of school when people actually didn't see me at Highland Park. Like it can go all the way. It was deeper than a lot of people think. It was crazy though. That was my first real act though, knowing that I was a decent athlete though, because I knew that I had older people affected by my decision. So that's what made me eye open and just make me really want to turn up more, because I knew that people was with me just seeing me be better or want to be better for myself, and then I seen people that was just with me because I was wearing the same jersey as they.
That's the crazy thing too, bro, because it's like at the end of the day, from just a bird's eye view, it's like there's some kids playing basketball in high school, bro. But then when you realize how serious, not even just the kids, bro, but the parents and the fans of the teams take it, I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Man, I had people telling me. I remember one time the day we played Highland Park, I had a JAG meeting and we had to go to the Capitol. I think it was like one of the secretaries there working there. He was just like, he just pointed me out. Like, I know you playing Highland Park events today, and I hope you lose this and that. I graduated from Highland Park, and it's like a secretary at the Capitol. Yeah. You on that? And that was just, it was crazy though. The backlash, the love was crazy too though. That's why I really appreciate Topeka High, because they showed too much love, and that's just made everything feel welcome, feel like home for real. And if I could do it, I'd do it again for real. In all honesty.
All right, bro. So like we were just kind of talking about earlier, we seen you put up some crazy stat lines. What's the craziest stat line in your whole basketball career that you ever put up, bro? Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks?
Honestly, recently I probably had to say my senior year, my Shawnee Heights game, I put up 26 in the first like 4 minutes. And I didn't even play like the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, and then I didn't play like the first 3 minutes of the second quarter because we had the winter royalty thing. And I think I finished with like 38, 4 steals, like 3 blocks for real, and like 9 rebounds, and then I missed like 6 free throws, 7 free throws. So that I just say it as that because it could have been a what if, but I still finished with like 38, 9, 6, and 5. But in high school, that'd probably be my biggest one, really. And come out with the win. And then just because I won royalty, I say that's probably my most specialty night. Just being on and off the whole game, on and off the court. Everything just fell in that day. So I'd have to go with that one, really.
Okay.
But yeah, most memorable one for sure.
All right, man. So growing up in the city of Topeka, bro, who was kind of your inspiration and who did you look up to as you were coming up?
Growing up, honestly, it started really with Rico, because that's family. So when I first started going to those games, that's when I was like, these guys may be nice. Seeing Rico, Jamal Mcmurray, Tony Barksdale was a big key part of my just where I'm at today, because that's really the person that just took me and molded me. Like, this is what can help you become better, and this is what can keep you playing if you do these things. And he showed me the ropes, really. But yeah, I'd say Tony Barksdale, Jamal, you got Malik, you got just a lot of those guys that I just grew up playing with. They all just put some type of some type of seed in me just to keep me going. And I just learned so much from a lot of those players for sure.
All right, bro. So
But yeah,
real quick, man, talk about Jamal Mcmurray and how good he was, bro, because I grew up just watching him play. You actually played with him and you he took you under his wing a little bit. So talk about how good he is.
Honestly, he's a great player. He's probably one of the best players I probably had a guard. Besides Tony Barksdale, he's probably one of the best players I've had a guard. And just I don't know, it's just his mindset to the game is crazy, and his first step's crazy, and it's just like he's playing a video game when he's playing, because like whatever you try to do, if you try to stop his first move, he got a second move for that, and if you think you stop that one, he got a third one, and if he get bored, he's just gonna step back, shoot it over your face, or he might play with you. So I don't know. I just learned a lot from him. I just learned to go get it. Like with my mindset with him, when I used to just practice with him, or just anything, or just get up and down with him. His mindset was just go get it. If he got the ball, he's gonna go get a bucket, then be a facilitator. And now it's just that stuck with me. Just be downhill, be aggressive, and go get it. But that was one of the main things he really just put down on me, was just to go get it and really don't worry about nobody else, and everything else gonna fall. And so that's really the main person I'm looking up to right now. I've been looking up to, because he's that step ahead of me, and he's that ahead of me right now. So I'm just following in his footsteps.
Okay, bro. So you kind of talked about Jamal's mindset, but where does your mindset come from as far as playing defense, bro? Because a lot of kids in high school and then after that, they don't like playing defense, bro. But you one of the only people I've seen actually sit in the chair, bro, because that people don't realize how hard it is to play defense, bro. You got to have hella endurance, bro. You got to have strong legs. You actually sit in the chair and guard people, bro. So where does that mindset come from?
Not letting nobody score me. I remember growing up, I used to have, like, somebody used to score, and it used to just like irritate me. And so like it's just that little mindset in me, and like I just want to be that person that I'm gonna look at you, tell you you're not gonna score, and I really want to show you that you're not gonna score. And I don't know. Growing up, a lot of people always told me defense is what's gonna keep you on the court. You can be the best shooter, you can be the best dribbler, you can do anything in the world. If you can't shoot or you can't play defense, you're not. It's gonna be hard to play the game of basketball. And so like maturing up and really seeing how the game really works and how the game really changes, that was just one of the main things that I was focusing on, and I just wanted to be the best at every category that I could be. And that was just one of the best ones, just being with my length and just my energy. It just always created a crazy tendency that I just kept building and just learning from it. And I don't know, I just feel like I'm getting better and better at it. I still can improve, but I feel like I'm that's something I'm gonna be really top tier at by the end of my basketball career for sure.
Yeah, because I'm saying, bro, in high school, like you took pride in defense, blocking shots, steals, and then like I see your highlights on social media, bro. You still doing the exact same thing, and I feel like that's a big reason why you are where you're at right now, bro. That mindset.
Yeah, nah, for sure, and that's really the thing I always just grew up trying to do, and the motivation that keeps me going now. I just always wanted to be a person that can still do it and not be that person that talk about it what I used to do in the barbershop. And that's always been my mindset, that just keep going until it's time, and when it's time to stop, then that's it. But until then, I'm gonna just live through the moment and just keep going till that time's coming.
Yeah, but that's a great mindset to have. So we've seen you go from high school to JUCO to D2. Kind of talk about that grind, that everyday grind, bro, because first off, I seen you on Snapchat, bro. It seems like y'all in a new city every day. So I know y'all probably don't sleep a lot. And then JUCO. I went to Allen County, bro, so I was around the basketball team. And I seen those guys personally every day, bro, grinding practice, and just how JUCO is just so small, and you gotta kind of self-motivate yourself, bro, to want to get up and go every day, bro, because you in the middle of nowhere. You probably miss your family. Like, damn, bro, I don't really want to be here. But then the thing that keeps people going is the love for the game. So talk about that grind, bro, from just each level.
Really, the grind, you just got to really love it. Like, that's what I tell people that ask me that same question. And how do you do it? And you just got to really love it. If you don't love it, then it's gonna be hard, because basketball at JUCO, D2, D1 is mainly a job. Like, you're here for one reason. You're here to be a student, but that's your job. Practice every day, getting better every day, lifting weights, make sure you're eating right, making sure you're doing the right thing. So I say it's just really a mindset thing. And because like it's not for everybody. A lot of people think it's easy. A lot of people want to do it because it's cool. The highlights is cool, but they don't know what people got to go through behind the hours, behind the scenes, and really see what you got to really do. And for me, it was just really isolation. That's really my main choice of where I was going to school. I didn't want to be close to the home because I knew it'll fall through distractions. And honestly, going further places, get myself known, just always just wanted to stamp myself everywhere I went. And that's just really where everything's been right now, is just trying to get stamped everywhere I go. So I would do whatever it takes just to fulfill that. And then honestly, it's just really a mindset thing. That's really all I can say. If you don't love it, then I wouldn't do it for real, because it'll take a toll on your body. It'll take a toll on you, and it ain't for everybody for sure. You just gotta be ready to work.
Real talk, bro. You talked about kind of how you didn't want to be close to home, because that would be easy for you to say, man, I'm gonna slide home this weekend. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Like you said, you went to Coffeyville, bro, and really locked in. Talk about like taking care of your body and just keeping yourself ready. Like you said, it's a job, bro. So you got to do that maintenance work. What is that like?
JUCO, it wasn't easy for real, because like you said, it's a small town, so you really ain't got access. You really ain't got access to everything that you want. So really, just making sure you're getting the right sleep, making sure you icing on and off. I really wasn't a icer. I didn't like icing because it was just, I don't know, it was just a pet peeve of mine. But really getting the JUCO, that really after my senior year, just really showed like taking care of your body really goes the number one way. Like back then, I could play an AAU game, or I could play a high school game, won't even stretch. I just go out there, warm up, and be good. Nowadays, you got really stretch 20 minutes before, get certain hours of sleep, make sure you put something in your stomach, make sure you feel me, drinking the right stuff, eating the right stuff here and there, just so your body stays up to par. Because I mean, a lot of people don't know you putting bad stuff in your body and then working out, doing all that, it's just gonna take a toll on your body and just make your body weaker. And so yeah, JUCO was really harder to really take care of your body, because I mean, that's all you're getting is ibuprofen and ice, bro. Like everybody should think it's sweet. Everybody, you feel me, see the bright side. JUCO is nothing sweet. You gotta earn everything.
It's
you
the
gotta
trenches, bro. I'm trying to tell you,
it's
like,
really, people don't think it's the trenches till you really go out there, bro. It's really, you limited to everything. You got 4 restaurants and
then
3
I'll say
of
the
them,
food
2
too,
of
bro.
them.
Like the cafe, bro. You really not getting no 5-star meal. You're not even getting no 3-star meals, bro. You just getting like, it's kind of like 501 lunch, bro. So
Man,
you kind of gotta
say it's worse than that, bro. And a lot of people be asking me like, bro, I know you living a life. JUCO, you feel me? It was good at the end, because the result ended up getting bigger, winning the national championship. I say that's worth it, but nah.
You said, bro, you gotta
JUCO,
really love it, bro, because you gotta find your own. Because like in high school, like middle school, like playing AAU, you got coaches telling you need to do this, you gotta do that. But in JUCO, bro, they're not telling you shit, bro. You just gotta go out there.
They're not telling you
figure
nothing.
it out on your own.
And that's where a lot of people fall off. They get away from their parents and they make their own decisions, and that's when that stuff fall off. So you gotta make sure you really locked in going into JUCOs, because it's easy to fall off. As much as it is easy to get there, it's easy to fall off, and you gotta really stay on your P's and Q's when you go places like that, for sure.
And bro, that's the thing too. And if you're not ready, bro, JUCO, they got a lot of dogs. I don't care what nobody say, bro, but everybody that come there, they ready to hoop. So if you fucking off, bro, your spot gone, bro.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you said that. That's really how it is, and that's what another thing that molded me too throughout that time, because that was actually going to Coffeyville was my first actual act of being like not the best player. Like that was really my first time really going into a gym and being like, okay, I know that I'm good, but I know he can probably do what I did too. He can probably do what I did too. He can probably do it. So like it comes to where you got to really sit down and am I going to think that, or am I going to really go out there and really show it? And that was one thing that helped me out improve a lot, because every day it was a grind. Like our practice schedule, whoever's practicing good that day is who's going to start. So you got to kill every day. And the day you don't kill, and the person that's killing you in your spot, now he starts. So now you got to come back the next day and kill him, or he going to continue to start. So like that, that's real. I'm glad you said that, because it's really eat or be eaten there. And a lot of people don't know that till they really get there. Then you want to quit. Then they want to, it gets real when you get to JUCO for sure.
Yeah, bro, because like you said, being the best player in high school, it's like everybody know you the best player, so they not really gonna be like, I'm not really trying to go at them like that. But you get to JUCO, ain't nobody really care, bro. Everybody just out there hooping, so you got to be on your toes, bro. So I'm glad you kind of talked about that. So the youngest that's watching this right now, they understand because people were like, oh, that's just JUCO. I'll go there and kill, but it's not really like that, bro. It's different.
It ain't like that at all. It's different. Coaches, everything, atmosphere, schools, everything.
So if you want to look at a JUCO and just think it's easy, bro, just get your mindset right before you go there, bro. And know you got to be locked in.
Yeah, that's definitely words of advice for anyone young and trying to go JUCO. Definitely.
And then, bro, all right, so we just kind of talked about the everyday daily grind, bro. Talk about what's your motivation, what keeps you on track, bro? Because we all get discouraged at times. We all feel like, damn, I don't really want to do this or I can't do this. What keeps you on track, bro?
Honestly, family, friends, just showing everybody that just supports me and seeing me from stage one continue to grow and just actually like, hey, bro, you're getting better. You like that's just the main thing that motivate me, and just doing it for the people that I don't have here no more. All my friends, family that I'm lost, it just gives me so much motivation just to really go out there and play hard every day, knowing that somebody that I loved or somebody that actually supported me isn't here no more. So that's another thing. Anytime I got a chance to really just go out here and play hard, I'm gonna do that because you feel me. I got friends, family that ain't gonna be able to do that again, ain't gonna be able to see me play again. So I always want to just carry that until my time's up. So that's really one of the main things for real. I just want to, you feel me, put on for the family and just be that trendsetter, be that person in the family that really does it for everybody. And that's just really my main goal.
Okay. All right, bro. So you kind of mentioned it earlier. You won a championship at the junior college level, bro. What was that experience like?
That was crazy, really, because it's still bittersweet to this day because it was hard. That was one of the hardest, but funnest years at the same time because it was COVID year. We got cut like 10 games short. We was really like we got cut 10 games short. We practicing from August all the way till May, April. Last game, April 24th. So we practicing from August to April, which is the championship game. And it was just a nonstop grind, but like the mindset we had was just crazy. And that was just like one of the funnest groups I've been around because every day we came in to work, we made it fun. And it was just a great experience for real because nobody can take that being the number one team and being the first team to ever win a national championship in the 26 years that my coach was there. And then, you feel me, that's just big. Winning the national championship, that's the best team in the country, best team in the world. And to me, that's one of the fourth biggest championships under NFL championship, college championship, and NBA. That's one of the biggest championships across the world. So that's just a big accomplishment for real. And then just to dream about having a ring and seeing it and then finally get one, you know, it's bittersweet for sure.
I was saying, bro, is that the ring you got on right now?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, go ahead and show it off, man. That's hard.
You know, I gotta put it on when I pop up in here, man.
Yeah, bro, and a lot of people can't say they won a championship or even had a ring, bro. So that's big, bro.
Nah, for sure.
Something to
and
be proud of.
I couldn't get a state one, so I had to go get something bigger, you know.
Yes, sir. That's dope, man. All right, so we kind of talked about it earlier, bro. Just the transfer from Highland Park to Topeka High School, and what is the difference between the two programs? Because Highland Park is a program with a lot of rich history with basketball, and then Topeka High is kind of like they've been decent and good, but they haven't really had the success that Highland Park has. So what was the difference between the two programs?
The difference, honestly, really was just the wins. Like all around, the games was more lit at Topeka High. The student section was more active. Like as much as Highland Park was a basketball school, it was like coming down around our time. And so like it wasn't just the same. And just seeing the differences, like I'm not saying Highland Park didn't have no student section, but everybody knows that student section is only like that when you play Topeka High. So when I'm seeing a student section that's this packed every night, that's big. And that was just one of the biggest things for me, especially even starting with football. We're going from football games to that, seeing that many people, I was already like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun year for sure from the jump. So yeah, it's definitely a better atmosphere at Topeka High, but Highland Park still gets love for sure. But It's nothing like the dungeon for sure. I don't think there's nothing like the dungeon for sure.
All right, bro. So you experienced a lot in your basketball career, bro. Do you have a favorite memory just from the whole time you've been hooping?
Right now, I'm gonna have to say just the Nationals, bro. That's the most recent, and that's longevity. That's the most thing that's probably gonna stick with me forever, for real. Like just winning a national championship and being down there. That was a lot of people think it was easy. We was down there from Sunday to Sunday. We playing every day except for Wednesday. We didn't play. That's the only day we didn't play was like Wednesday or Thursday. But other than that, it was just a grind. It was just it felt like an AAU tournament game. It took me back to like when I was younger because I'm gone away. I'm somewhere else for a weekend in a hotel, and it's just wake up basketball, one game at a time, and just see where we went. And then the last day we ended up in a championship, and so that's honestly my favorite memory right now. But I'm still chasing. I still got more time to come. It's still getting better. So, but for right now, I have to say just winning a national championship is probably my biggest, most favorite memory right now. And ending my last JUCO game in a championship and getting the last bucket in the championship. So I
Oh
can
yeah,
say
yeah.
I went out with a bang in my last JUCO game ever. So that's definitely gonna be one of my most favorite memories right now.
Yeah, but that's dope. All right, so we talked about Topeka High and their team, bro. You were the leader of that team, in my opinion, in 2018. And you guys made a championship run, bro. What was that run like, bro? I believe y'all took third in the tourney. So yeah, bro, what was that run like?
The run was really crazy. We didn't think we had. I mean, I knew we had it in us, but it was just we were so young. We only had maybe one or two seniors. Everybody else was a sophomore. Like everybody else was a sophomore. So like was really just trying to mature everybody, just to really see what the bigger picture was. Because that was just my main thing, telling them to have fun in the moment because it might not be back here next year. So I was just really trying to. It was just trying to mold the guys just so they can just all get on one page so we can really just make history. And that was really my thing, was just making history. We had a lot of doubt going into that, and from coaches to players, like every game we played, like it was a spotlight. So I tried to tell everybody from an outside perspective of how big it was before they knew it, because they were still trying to develop and still grow up at the same time. So I was still trying to be a leader and just try to put on at the same time. So it was definitely a fun experience, just trying to see how those guys matured up and changed. And that was one of my funnest seasons, honestly, because we just, I don't know, that team was just really, really fun to play with.
Yeah.
Hands down. That team was really fun to play with. The atmosphere was crazy. So it just made every game fun. It made just the atmosphere at Topeka High made every game fun, made us want to play our best every time we stepped on that floor.
And yeah, bro, y'all had you had young players, bro, but that was a super talented team, man.
Nah, super talented. Looking back, we shouldn't have lost. But it took time to really realize that, though. That's when I say we really bonded, though. After around the state tournament, that's when we really bonded as a brotherhood, though, and really everybody really started to see what we really did this season. Just because we did a lot of accolades that year, and a lot of people don't know it. A lot of stuff went under the rug, but we did a lot of accolades there and did some big things for Topeka High that hasn't been done in a while. And so that was just my biggest thing, really just making sure I'm stamped everywhere I go forever, and can't nobody take that away.
And bro, you said it was a fun team to play with, bro, but that was a fun team to watch, man. Just all year, y'all had, I feel like at every position, every spot, bro, y'all had just talented players. Even the players that didn't get to really show their talent, bro, you still know they were good, bro. So
nah, for sure.
Yeah, bro, watching y'all in the state tournament, bro, like first it was fun seeing all the different great players from around Kansas, bro, but then seeing how y'all stacked up against them and how y'all still went out there in battle, bro, even though this player might be a highly ranked player, or this player might be this. Like we got players that nobody even knows going up against one of the top players in the game, man, just locking up, man. Shout out Keandre. I'm never gonna forget that game.
For sure.
Hey, bro,
for sure.
That's
Keandre,
crazy.
I tell people to this day that was probably one of my best defenders I played with.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Keandre, when we used to our game plan, we used to be playing Topeka High. We used to I used to tell coach, put Keandre on him and then let me just chill. So if you get past Keandre, then I gotta beat you up. But 9 times out of 10, they're not getting past
he
him.
putting you in cuffs, bro.
So
He putting you in
you
cuffs.
feel me? So that was one of the funnest players I played with because I knew I could just sick him on anybody, and that's one guy that's gonna go 100 feet
and that's a player, bro. Like just as far as talent, bro, he probably could score and do everything else, bro. But just to lock in and just know I got to play defense on somebody, bro. He was a fun player to watch, man. He's very good player,
for sure. Nah, for sure. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Yeah, bro. And it's crazy you said that was one of your favorite defenders to play with, bro, because that was my next question, man. Who was the toughest defender that you ever played against, bro?
Who I played against?
Because you were a good defender, bro. So who did you see was like, damn, he liked that?
Honestly, not even a defender, because I mean, I don't know. High school, I don't feel like nobody could really guard me, but like person that gave me problems would probably be me and Zach. Me and Zach used to always go at it. Like
Zach who?
Every time. Zach Harvey.
Oh,
like
okay.
every time we played each other, we always would go at it. Like
y'all used to battle, bro.
Yeah, me and him used to put up some crazy numbers, and that was probably one of them that used to just that used to just go at it, and that's one game that I knew every time we played, I'd have to be locked in, and so I'd have to say Zach for real.
You played against a lot of great players in your career, man. Who was your favorite teammate that you ever played with, and why?
Favorite teammate. Honestly, I got probably like 3. My favorite all-time probably teammates, I'd have to go Kai, Will White, or Baby Boy. Honestly. Because Kai, one thing about Kai is childish when it comes to like playing, but like that's one dude that he'll go from childish to locked in a quick second. Like that's one person that I used to know, like, bro, you playing too much. And then as soon as it's game time, he ready, but he'll play all the way to the end. And then as soon as game time comes, he ready. Same with Baby Boy, and then just same with Will. Will's always, his mindset is just crazy. I learned a lot from him just growing up because he was just so serious. And he was one of the persons that just really taught me a little bit of leadership. Me and him were one of the first ones out of our class as a freshman to get pulled up on varsity. So me and him always used to just pick each other's head apart and just see where we at and just always practice against each other, get some extra work in with each other. And I learned a lot from him just on that leadership mindset and just being a leader, because Will, even though he plays football, Will was a cold basketball player. And,
a lot of people don't know that, bro, but he really liked that.
Nah, Will was different, and he was Kawhi Leonard before Kawhi Leonard.
I think it's because he's so quiet, bro. A lot of people don't really pay attention to him, but yeah, he a dog.
Yeah, but Will. I say Will, Kai, and Baby Boy for sure, just because I just grew up playing with them forever, really. So like the fact that I got to play with them when I was younger, and then finish out in high school, still playing with them guys. So it was. I'd say those 3 for sure.
Yeah, but all dogs, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bro. Do you have a favorite NBA player or team? And do you got any player that you model your game after? Honestly, favorite team, I just like, now that I got older, I just like watching basketball at this point, because like nowadays, you don't even, I was rocking with the Lakers. They done folded on me, man. So I can't even. Yeah. I just like watching basketball. But favorite player, honestly, I got a lot of different favorite players, really. LeBron James, De'Aaron Fox. I've been a Kyrie Irving fan for the longest. That's who I used to wear number 2 after. And I just like the game of basketball for real. I know the greats that's just done that, been there. So I mean, just promoted and watching everybody just having an open mind just really just helps me out on my side of the court, because I mean, I don't say who I model my game after, but I try to do one aspect of every player that I like. I try to do something that they do, and that's just what I use as the model my game after, or just who I play after, because I couldn't just pick one person, honestly, because like I try to guard like LeBron, get the block shots like him, and then sit like Kawhi. I mean, if I like it all plays a part, but honestly, I don't even know favorite player. I just like basketball at this point. Whoever's good, I watch them, see how they play, and then I can learn something from it, or I could take something from there. But yeah,
older you get, the more you just like watching the game of basketball at this point.
Hell yeah, bro. I gotta agree with that, man. I'm glad you said that about LeBron, though, bro. We seen you do some crazy ass chase down blocks, bro. Is that something that you practiced or it just happened naturally? You just did it off instinct in the game?
Honestly, I ain't never practiced that. If I seen somebody get a layup, I used to just always try to test it.
Yeah.
And then once I got good at it, I don't know. I still don't know when the day I just want to be a shot blocker. Like I don't know when that came. I think it just really happened. I just started working out for real and started seeing that I had a little bit of bounce. And I seen how other players in my grade would jump, and I see how strong they were. So I would always try to just kill them on that aspect off rip before I even had to show a person my game or show them how I shoot or I'm already gonna know if I'm gonna be able to kill him just by his body type. How I could tell a person by not saying judge a book by its cover, but I can look at a person and know if they locked in or if they gonna really try to go at me or if they like I could read a person like that. So that's just that for sure. I don't know. I definitely ain't practiced that for sure. Only thing I used to try to practice was dunking, and that used to be crazy. It took me a minute. I didn't get my first dunk till junior year, so
that's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's wild. Cause you was jumping out the gym, bro.
Yeah, facts. And people thought I was jumping like that but like I was the smallest person till like sophomore year. I was the smallest person on our team.
Yeah, but how tall you is right now, bro?
6'5".
6'5"? Damn.
Yeah. I would say I was the smallest
bro.
person though growing up in high school out of my friends group. I'm the smallest one. So I sprouted up out my sophomore year. And then after that, that's when I was just like, yeah, now it's just that time to really mold my body and then just killing every aspect. And then that's when chase down blocks came. That was one of the first highlights, really.
That's wild, bro. All right, like I said at the beginning of the show, bro, you will be considered a hood hero, bro, just because the show you put on. Me and you close to the same age, bro, but for those kids that were growing up watching you, bro, just watching basketball at Topeka High, they're probably inspired by you, bro. So what advice would you give or what information would you give to a youngin, bro, that looked up to you and that's trying to follow in your footsteps or not even just play basketball, but anything they want to do in life, bro? What information could you give to them?
Really just do whatever you love and just stay at it for real. And if you don't got no haters, then you really ain't doing it right. A lot of people get discouraged when they want to do something, but somebody else ain't really rocking with it. Like what I say to the youngins is do what other people don't want you to do. Cause I mean, that might be your best decision. That might be your best choice. Cause a lot of people doubt it. A lot of people won't see your outcome how you see it. So only thing I say is really just do what you love and do it to the fullest ability, because mine was just really not trying to be one of those players that was like in the barbershop talking about how I did this, how I used to do this in high school, and then they can't get a bucket now. So that was just that was one of my main things to really just motivate me. Like, don't be that type of person. Still keep going. So then when you do go back, they talk about what you used to do, and they can talk about that through all positive things and not say you left after 1 year or you fell off after that. You went down there and then didn't play or did like. I just say really just stay at it and do what you love, man. And that it'll take you a long way, and just have faith in God, and it's gonna go a long way, man.
Facts, bro. You talked about how people, everybody was a hooper back in the day. Everybody did this, everybody did that, bro. But you talk about or did you even like taking a mindset, bro, of a lot of hoopers from just where we come from, bro? They may go down here to a JUCO, not play, then come back. They done hooping. Did you take that into account, bro, when you went down there?
Yeah, for sure. Because especially at Coffeyville, I had probably like 20 friends that I known or just like grew up in Topeka with that was hooping and went there. And I was maybe like the second since Tony Barksdale and then for real was the first person to really go somewhere from after they 2 years at JUCO. And so like that, just watching the people ahead of me and learning from them, not saying just like hoping nothing bad on anybody, but just learning from other people's mistakes also just matured me and helped me to not make that choice, because I seen how it would affect somebody, or I seen how that can mess somebody up. So I just say I use other people's mistakes that was ahead of me and the stuff that they did do good to try to follow after those footsteps, but also use the bad with it and make sure that I never went down those roads. So that was really one thing that I used to do, just looking up as everybody that was ahead of me, just trying not to do what they did, and the thing that they did do, make sure I follow that and then do my own thing at the same time, just to still shoot up.
Yeah, bro, I'm glad you had that mindset, bro, because you're a star basketball player, bro. You have a spotlight on you. So people's just, after you leave high school, bro, people's going to be watching you and tracking your moves, bro, after that. So I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people look down on people from Topeka, not even just athletes, but people in general. Like, they're not going to do nothing. They're going to come right back here, just be sitting here with us. But you actually took into account, like, damn, that's actually a stigma on athletes and just people from Topeka, young kids. So you went to JUCO, did your thing, bro, and now you still just kind of trudging ahead, bro, and doing your thing, bro. So that's really inspiration to a lot of young people. Even some of your friends, bro, I bet they getting inspiration from you too, man.
Nah, for real. Appreciate that, for sure.
Yes, sir. All right, bro, this was a great interview, man. I appreciate you busting the Bucket Discussion podcast, bro.
You already know, man. I told you I had to pull up, man. I had to make sure you ain't, I ain't forgot about you, man. You need anything, just let me know, man.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate that, man. Last but not least, bro, who should we have on the podcast next, whether it's a hooper or just anybody playing sports?
Kai Thomas. You gotta get my guy Kyle here, man.
Hey, bro. Hey, hit him up, bro. Let him know.
I got you. I'm gonna call him. Yeah, you definitely gotta get him on there. He doing big things, man. And he back in the town. He back at KU with it. So I know he got.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. I got you though. For sure. I got you.
I appreciate you, bro. Hey, keep doing your thing, bro. Keep inspiring, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Keep doing you too, man. I like seeing that though, man.
Hey, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Bro. Yes, sir.
Like I'm Conan, count up with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man. Making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the win.